Take a look at any modern virtual reality headset and you'll notice that a lot of the components seem very similar to the ones you'll find in a smartphone. Heck, the Oculus Rift Dev Kit 2 had the entire front screen assembly of the Galaxy Note 3 jammed in there. So what if there was an inexpensive way to turn the hardware you already own into a high quality virtual reality experience? Well, that's the idea behind one of Google's latest projects. My name is Stephen Potter, and this is Google Cardboard. So what exactly is Cardboard? Well, it's an open platform around which third parties can build viewers, which allow a phone to be slotted in and power a virtual reality experience. We've seen a lot of variations on the design, each coming in at a slightly different price point, but the one I have here is from OnePlus and sticks very close to the viewer shown off by Google. It's mostly made of, well, cardboard, with a couple of lenses, and it folds up nicely for transport as well. Setting up Cardboard is fairly easy. Simply download the Cardboard app, scan the QR code with the specific profile for your viewer, drop your phone in, and you should be good to go. Once you're using it, everything is controlled via head movement and a single button that taps the screen. For some things, a little more control might be nice. I definitely appreciate a back button, but on the whole, it works pretty well. A lot of the demos I tried were impressive, but the viewer itself let them down. The lack of a built-in head strap meant that my arm got tired very quickly from holding it up, and the complete lack of padding and the fact that the cutouts didn't match my face particularly well meant that it was a somewhat uncomfortable experience. We've seen plenty of solutions to these problems, and this design is far from the only one out there, but it's worth noting that if you expect to be able to pick up one of the cheapest units and use it for extended periods without any issues, then you'll be in for a bit of a surprise. Using Cardboard with my LG G3, I'd rank it as being a similar experience to using Oculus Rift Dev Kit 2. The overall quality will be mainly dependent on the phone you're using it with. Ideally, you want a screen with as high of a pixel density as possible, and preferably an AMOLED panel for the higher contrast ratio and reduced pixel response time. Something like the Samsung Galaxy S6 or Note 4 would fit the deal very well. You'll also want a pretty fast processor, as drop frames can create a somewhat nauseating experience in VR. If you've got all this, then you're in for a great time. The video player really stood out to me as a pretty great potential use case for Cardboard. It creates a cinema in VR, and the result isn't too shabby. Imagine being able to bring just your phone and a relatively small headset and ending up with a truly portable theatre experience. There are a few kinks that need to be sorted out before this can become completely feasible. I probably want a higher than QHD display for this, as pixels are still noticeable, and I found that head tracking drifted over time, which is a real problem. Coupled with the aforementioned comfort issues, and it's clear that right now I'd rather just consume media the traditional way, but definitely don't count this out in the future. And I think that's what Cardboard is, a device for the future. To really shine, Cardboard needs to be used with a phone with a ridiculously high resolution display and incredibly fast processor, which, judging by current trends, will get closer and closer every year. Google's plans to bring Cardboard to the education sector are certainly interesting, and with more and more 360-degree videos cropping up, the potential is only improving. Right now, Cardboard is a relatively inexpensive way to experience surprisingly good virtual reality, but I can't see it being something I'd actually use for much more than playing around with demos yet. Thanks a lot for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, then feel free to give it a dislike. If you have a question or some more detailed feedback, then leave that in the comment section. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, make sure you click the subscribe button below.